What's up? It's your boy Los LOS, and you are watching Flava. What's up, Jay?
What up, man? How you doing, man?
We are chilling today, bro. We are chilling today.
Yes, we are. Yes, we
It is
are.
cold in Chicago, bro.
It's not cold. It's freezing. It's a whole different climate out there. Man.
Did your car turn on this morning?
It did.
Okay.
Early.
I think the car didn't turn on for my brother. That's why he got here about an hour late.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we're at what, -8, 9?
Are we? I'm not even sure.
It's bad out there.
I'm not even sure.
I took my dog
look
out.
Did you?
This morning, and it's, you know, my dog loves going out. She's on the schedule 4 times a day, and about 9 o'clock this morning, she wanted to go out, and I'm like, all right, let's go, because she just starts following me everywhere around the house. So I'm like, come on, let's go out. And as soon as she stepped outside, she just said, and just came right back in. And that's like, I've never seen that with her. So that means it was like really cold. I feel sorry for her because she's just a pup. And she wants to go out and play, and she has so much energy, you know? So, I think the last I think the last one I watched was DJ Vlad TV. And it was talking about Tupac's murders and stuff like that. So
They found the killer, right?
Right.
Who was the killer?
It was this old Crip guy. Well, the killer's actually dead, but he was in the car when the actual murder happened. Got it. His name is Keefe D. So Keefe D was all over Vlad TV, The Art of Dialogue. If you guys know all these podcasts on YouTube. So he was out there, and he was just speaking, and he was actually speaking about the incident, right? He was like, Tupac was in the car, and when he got shot, he was dancing like he was breakdancing. So he knew the details, and he put himself in the crime scene, right? Mm-hmm. So what happened was, years ago, they granted him, there's a law where you could spill the tea and you could say everything and they won't hold that against you, but it only lasts for 1 day, right? So he thought...
That sounds like a stupid law.
Well, it's a law. I forgot the name of that law. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, so...
Which state has this law?
So this was L.A. It's Las Vegas.
Okay.
Okay. It was between Las Vegas and LA, one of those two. So what happened was he got caught with a bunch of drugs, right? So he didn't want to serve time for being caught with all this drug, right? So they were like, tell us about who killed Tupac. We'll give you what do they call it, immunity, leniency for 1 day. I think it's called something with the Queen, like a Queen law. Say that again? Queen for the day.
Really?
So there's a law called Queen for the Day. So if you spill whatever it is, for that 1 day, you would not get. Definitely.
You never know where you're gonna need
that's how I found out, right? So in order for him to get away from that drug bust, I was going to put him in jail for the rest of his life because he already had like 2 strikes already, two felony strike. That would have put him in forever. So he spilled the bean on the Tupac's who was in the car. But what happened was he spilled it after that 1 day. So it's like 6 months later.
He kept on spilling it.
But this guy, he thought he had immunity, right? And he didn't know it. It was only for 1 day. Anyway, long story short.
Bad lawyer.
They got him.
Bad lawyer.
That is crazy.
Thank God they grabbed him. That's good.
Yeah.
But we got somebody special on the table with us. She is our co-host for today, our guest co-host for today. She goes by the name of Soli Santos. Put your hands together for Soli Santos.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We are glad you're here. What you been up to, Soli?
Oh, I've been up to trying to keep warm in this weather. How about that? Because it is cray out there. But, doing my stand-ups and doing shows and writing and co-producing and doing things like that and living life.
Okay. So what do you got going on next week, this week? You've been doing some stand-up?
So this coming week, I'll be not in LA. We talk. You mentioned LA, and I'll be in Atlanta doing some shows. And then I'll be back here, and then the following week I'll be performing at Rosemont Zanies on Bad Moms of Comedy. Even though I'm momless. I'm sorry. I have a mother. I'm not a mother. Okay. That's more what
Do they know you're not a mom?
Yeah, they know. Okay. I'm such a bad mom. I don't even have children. That's how bad of a mother I am.
The womb said, no, I don't think so.
I was like, and no, I don't want to keep any of these every month. That's what I think about.
Chacho. So we met each other a few years back. You actually worked for me at when I used to have what was my name of my comedy thing? Yatu Sabe, the Yatu Sabe Comedy Hour.
Yes, I was gonna say.
I forgot. I'm getting old.
If you can't remember,
I hit 50, and it's like things are just.
I've had head injuries, so that'll do it.
So we met back then. You did a couple shows for me.
Right.
How did we meet though? Was it there?
I don't know. I just think because you doing that show, and then just us kind of me being a comedian, and then you knowing other comedians that I know, and I think it's just more of a networking, mingling type thing.
Okay.
And I don't remember exactly how we met, but it just kind of happened.
Was it at Simone's? I'm thinking Simone.
Maybe that's it's very possible.
Possible. So we got something coming up, and there are called the Flava Hot Topics.
Hot topics.
So we're gonna do that again. That's a cut because we're gonna do it together. This is why we get
Let's
it.
get that horn. There you go.
I think you're ready.
She wasn't ready now.
So we're about to do something fun. We're about to do Flava
Hot Topics.
So Soli, what is your hot topic?
My hot topic is hello, plane parts are just falling from the sky.
What are you talking about? What happened?
When was it? Like a week ago or so? Boeing plane had a door literally open during mid-flight, and
Wow.
a poor teenage boy, I think about 15 years old, was almost sucked out of the plane.
He wasn't bucked in.
He was, but the suction from the door being open is so powerful. Fortunately, nobody was in the row where the door actually opens, but he was in the row in front of that row, and his mother had to hold on to him. He lost his shirt because of the suction, literally ripped his clothes off from the waist up.
Okay.
And his mother was holding on to him while his mother and another woman were holding on to him until they landed the plane.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for real.
There's video out there.
There's video I haven't seen video of that, but there's video of the door open, like the door missing, while everybody's oxygen masks have come down, and you know. Yeah.
So do this. Do this. And there's the video, people. Well, there's going to be a picture right there where her finger is at. Boop. There it goes.
Right there.
So that's what happened. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, have you guys been on a plane before where you felt like the plane doors were going to open, Jay?
I've never felt that. I mean, that has to be freaking scary.
Terrifying.
You know, I've seen a lot of movies, and you see that latch open, you're like, what will you actually do in something like that? And that actually happened. This wasn't even the movies, you know.
Right.
And like she just explained, that you're high, you're like 20, 30,000 feet or in the air.
Something like that.
Feet.
Yeah.
More like feet. Yeah.
And that door opens, that's gotta freak anybody out. But yeah, turbulence.
I'll probably pass out. I'm such a chicken. I'm like, oh. I'll probably totally pass out.
I mean, the only times I've ever been on a plane with the door hatch open was when I've actually jumped out of the plane. So
wait. You jumped out of a plane?
Yes, I've done
on
it.
Purpose.
Yes, on perfectly good airplanes. I've done it. Yes, I've gone skydiving, but always tandem. So I'm always attached to somebody else. So I figure if it's gonna go bad, I'm taking somebody with me. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not dying by myself. I'm bringing somebody else that's coming down with me.
I believe you would do that too. So walk us through that. You're on the plane.
Yes.
Okay, so walk us through that.
Skydiving
Yeah,
right
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Well, the flight's usually about 20 minutes.
Like, tell us the story.
Well,
How you felt when you're on that plane.
Okay, so I've jumped a few times, so there's different stories I have depending on which one. But I'd say
Your first one.
the first one was I think I was sexually harassed during my first flight.
What happened?
I went with a coworker, and then we were. It wasn't a good day to fly, but because you're attached, since you're tandem, you're literally tied up to somebody, right?
Okay.
You're strapped in, so you have to sit on the plane with them while you're connected. So it's a lot of weird walking because you got to waddle, I'm sitting in between a strange man's crotch area for 20 minutes. And I felt like, I was like, I think I'm being sexually correct because you're really close, uncomfortably.
They couldn't give you a female?
No, it has to be somebody that's kind of bigger than you. Oh. And so, most men are going to be bigger than me. Okay. I'm only 5'5". So it's just kind of works out that way, So then when you're jumping, you're just jumping out together. Now, one time I sat literally at the door, like we were sitting, I had my feet dangling out of the plane while watching another solo jumper hold on to the wing. Mm-hmm. She climbed out. I watched her climb out the wing. There was handles on the wing, and I watched them just go right before we jumped out. And they were like, you ready? Well, another time I jumped out, we flipped out backwards. We literally did a backflip out of the plane, which was pretty amazing. So
that must have been fun for your heart.
It was. If you're an adrenaline junkie, I highly recommend it.
Oh, so you're okay. So fast cars too.
Yes, I have a lead foot. That's,
Lots of tickets, huh?
Not so much now, but yes, in my past.
You've learned.
Yes, speeding ticket. I know where to slow down.
The lights are right there. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. So, Jay, what is your hot topic?
Well, it looks like Chris Como is in hot water
what
again.
Did he do now?
Oh, man. The former CNN anchor is back in the spotlight, hot off the press. Sounds like he's been sending explicit texts to his former coworker, Angela Ray. Former because she doesn't have a job no more. And she believes the reason why was because of Chris Como. So it looks like, this is something that runs in the family because Andrew Cuomo, which is the former governor of New York, actually had something very similar happen, and he had to step down. So now there's some sort of investigation going on and whatnot. So hot off the press, can't wait to see what comes out of this.
Wow. So have you ever experienced that in your job? Someone saying you sexually harassed them?
Nah.
Because I feel sexually harassed half the time. I need to go to HR from you. The way you pat my butt sometimes as I'm walking out this place.
Listen, if you watch baseball, you see a baseball player.
We're not playing baseball in the studio, bro.
Hey, listen, football player. It's a team. It's a team. It's a little,
No football here. No baseball here.
Okay.
And I'm getting my tushy patted.
All right. Okay.
And HR, you get a phone call.
All right. HR, come get me.
What about you, Soli? Anything like that happen?
Getting my tushy patted while I'm working?
While you're working, yeah.
No, but I did work at a job where everybody was sleeping with everybody, so it was kind of okay.
So everyone was patting.
Everybody.
Pretty much.
No boundaries.
But that's like what's going on right now. There's a lot of these accusations always coming up now.
There's a lot. Yeah.
Every time you turn on TV, somebody's saying they did this, they did that to somebody. Mm-hmm. And you always got to investigate them because they're important and they're serious.
Absolutely.
They're serious. But how many of them are true?
Well, you don't know.
It gets a little scary when they're not true.
I mean, my experience has been when, at least with people that I know that have had similar issues to that, they're not. The risk of making that a lie and dealing with it's stressful enough when something like that happens and you're putting that out there. It's scary enough because you don't know how the repercussions are. Mm-hmm. I know people who've been sexually harassed and have actually, when they complained to HR, they got fired.
Wow.
So to know that that's a possible risk and then lie about it, and these, people aren't people who've lied about it, and then you put that out there and say, hey, somebody, I'm feeling comfortable with this person, and then you're the one that gets let go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
plus you have multiple people saying the same thing. They're coming out of everywhere.
Yeah.
So You know, they all can't. They don't know each other, and they're coming out with these with these accusations. All it takes is one brave person to stand up and say something, and then everybody else.
I'm standing up right now. This man right here.
Are you standing?
This man right here patting. He's patting.
Are you standing up?
Do you need
standing
the
up.
HR?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm standing up.
Okay.
The short guy's standing up.
Okay. All right.
Who's the HR department for this?
I am. You're in trouble.
All right.
So I've experienced that at work, not me myself, but other people, and it gets touchy. And the reason why I said earlier a few moments ago that sometimes that ain't true because it wasn't true in the situation that I saw.
Oh wow.
And it was just ugly because the wife got involved and everyone just got involved, and there was almost a divorce because of it. So these things are really touchy.
That's unfortunate because that really makes it more difficult for people who have really experienced that, and then people don't, to try to prove that they're not lying, but you've got other people that are lying about situations like that. Make it harder for the ones that when that really happens and they want to try to go to HR or whatever.
Right.
And now people are like, well, we don't know if you're lying, but it just makes it more difficult for the people that are actually experiencing those things. That's unfortunate. It
is. But now that your job place is making sure you have all these rules now and regulations, and you have to go through these. What's it called? You got to sign that piece of paper, and you got to go through classes. I forgot what that's called.
I mean, I've always had to go through some type of training for not just sexual harassment, but
you
for
harass
a bunch
people.
Only my family and friends and people I love. They're the only ones I make miserable on a regular basis. Everybody else I'm professional with.
Word. So my hot topic is, did you guys see that guy at court where he's talking all calm to the judge and he's telling the judge that, hey, can you let me go early? I've only been locked up twice before when I went to jail. Can I go free? I don't think I should be locked up right now. I'm actually a good person. And the judge says, you know what? No, you have all these convictions. You've been locked up many times. So no, you're gonna have to learn your lesson. And did you see this man? He's a superhero. I think he's a superhero.
The way he dove over the table.
He didn't even touch.
He did not.
The desk whatsoever.
By inches, by like 6 inches. I mean, he was well over that.
I'm talking about football player, basketball player. This guy just went right over without even touching it, and then grabbed the judge.
Yes.
Literally just grabbed her. Did you see that, Jay?
He took her down.
Yeah, I seen a small clip, and she said, took her down and did not let go for a long time. Right?
They had several people.
And he was still on her.
Yeah, the cop was beating him down.
Yeah,
a few cops were beating him down, and he just kept on at it.
One, I believe one of them dislocated his shoulder in the process of.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't read that one, but I saw the video, and I just saw the guy. I felt bad for the judge, of course, but his hop, I was just like, wow! Automatically, I was like,
wow, that was impressive.
He needs to get signed. Somebody needs to sign this guy. He just went right over it. He didn't touch it. So imagine he's standing behind one desk already, right, with his lawyer. He had to go to the left, to the right, and jump over. Come on, that's a football player right there. That's touchdown. That's a touchdown. I give it up to him. But he's in jail. The next day he came.
Did you see him when he went to court? The way they had him set up afterwards.
They had eight sheriffs in the room now surrounding him. Did you saw it?
Yes.
Did you see it too? I loved it. And
then he had a face mask on. He had cuffs, but he had like his hands completely covered. He was cuffed at the ankles. They were not playing.
He's Superman. He's a superhero.
They were not playing.
He's a superhero.
What was his original charge? Why did he go to court? What was his charge?
I don't even know.
I don't remember what it was.
I should have found out. I'm over here leaning this camera so don't get at me.
Yeah. So what I heard was his charge was actually just for a few months or something like that. He actually got more of a charge for hopping over.
Yeah, that's right.
So he went in there for a slap on the wrist. He got more for just doing what he did.
I heard he got 18 more months.
Huh?
He had 18 months on top of something whatever he had. Yeah. Horrible. Yo, so we got somebody else that's special on this table. She's a longtime friend now for about 4 or 5 years now.
Something like that.
We connected through Facebook. No, it's not what you think. Stop it. I'm a married man. What's wrong with you people?
That doesn't matter.
When I got that thought, but this one does.
That doesn't
This one
matter.
matters. This one matters. Yo, she is an awesome person. She has, I think she was getting an award like 2 months ago, or not from the city, or was awarded something.
Yeah.
I was watching that. I was so proud of her. She has the biggest smile in this room right now. And I don't want to mess up her name because I'm thinking about Soli, but it's Suli. What's up, Suli?
Glad to be here.
Suli from, is it Doll Evolution?
Yep, Doll Revolution.
Revolution. How you doing today?
Good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're glad that you're here. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So we just celebrated our 9-year anniversary on the 3rd.
Congrats.
Thank you. And we're getting ready to do a re-grand opening on the 27th.
Okay.
So we remodeled,
Nice.
rebranded. It was a year of work getting everything done and finally ready to unleash it on our 9th year anniversary.
How exciting is that? 9 years.
amazing.
Congrats.
So what do you do at the store? And where's the store located?
So we're in the Albany Park neighborhood. We're on Montrose and Monticello at 3635 West Montrose. And what we specialize in is Colombian shapewear. But what you know me for is the microblading.
I do. Yes. Guys, I actually got microblading done. I ain't scared to tell you guys that. I ain't scared of you. Who said that? Who said that? Bernie Mac? I ain't scared of you.
Men
But he
need
said it.
self-care too.
Yeah.
My eyebrows were I actually sent my wife to her at first. And while my wife was getting hers done, Suli was talking to me, and I was telling her about my eyebrows were disappearing. My eyebrows were disappearing. So she said I could do them. I was like, you know what? She did a good job. My wife, ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna know.
You know what? You're not the only guy in Chicago
I know.
I've done.
I know.
so-
And I know now. I do know now. So, but at the same time, she was telling me, she goes, they might grow back because of. Tell me how you said
So it
that.
just gets the blood circulating. So it just depends if the hair follicles that are dormant. So when I come in, I'm causing trauma to the skin, getting that blood circulating, and if you're one of the lucky ones, you start to see some hair growth.
So let me ask you this. So people actually lose their hair from their
Yeah.
eyebrow? I never heard of that.
It can be multiple things. With guys, normally they come in for scars. Got into a fight, something when they were
Have a
younger.
scar or something
They have
there,
a scar,
yeah.
have a big old gap. We fill it up. And with age, we start to lose hair.
I had no clue.
Yep.
Not the eyebrows.
Yeah,
Wow.
the eyebrows too.
You might need some. Could touch
I'm
you up
good.
there. Touch you up a little
I'm
bit.
good, man.
Honey, why not?
I'm good.
You
You ain't taking me down
You
with
kind of
you.
light. You kind of light there.
Nah, I'm good.
She does a great. Look
I'm
look at
good.
my eyebrows, bro.
I can't.
They grew back.
I can't see them.
No, you can't see
I
yours.
can't see them.
Well, now he can't
He said I
see
can't see him.
I told him the other day, I said, man, you look different. I said, you got a haircut? He's like, nah, or something. He's like, I did my eyebrows. I said, what? I said,
That's not how it went. That's
wait,
not how it
wait,
wait.
Let me
Did he
finish.
say
Hold
it like
on.
that too?
Wait, no. He
the
made
Butano.
sure to mention he got his eyebrows done. 'Cause
After,
wait.
yes.
So I was like, wow. I said, man, they on, what's that term? On fleek? They're on
on
fleek. But go ahead,
Brows on
Carlos.
fleek.
Go
That's
ahead.
not how
Say
it
your-
went.
say-
He asked if I got a haircut. I said, I said, yeah. He goes, you got your eyebrows done? I'm like, and I thought he was mentioning the microblading, but
Oh,
I
I did
never
say
told him.
that.
I never told him though. So he
don't
thought
know,
I
but
was
he-
just cleaned up.
Cleaned
I'm
him
like, no.
up.
But I told him, but I actually got a microblader.
I did notice the eyebrows. Yeah, I did
And he's
notice
like, you
that.
did? He was like, yeah. And
You're
I
like,
was
something's different.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
But then
it's
he started
crazy.
looking at me funny.
I did.
Why?
No, he
But
started
why?
looking at me like
Like you need it.
Like, look at
Like
my
you really
eyebrows.
need it.
Like,
Like,
your
look at-
brows ain't.
No, he's like projecting his eyebrows at me. And shit.
project-
All of a sudden, they're moving within the
For some reason that
conversation.
day, he was just projecting his eyebrows at me, and I was like, dude, stop looking at me, cause no. All right.
But I don't know why. That's why you're paying my butt. So tell us more. How many people have you done microblading? Is there like a number you guys take down? Like this is my 105th one.
You know what? I never really kept track, but I've been doing it for 6 years. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm around that point.
Wow.
Okay. So what got you into that? What made you want to get into that profession?
So what it was at the shop I was looking for a service. I wanted to add a service along with the waist training, and I was researching into things, and microblading was hot at the time. And I'm always about looking to jump into a market niche that's coming in at the right time. So it was new in the industry. In the US, I want to say it was like about 5-6 years old. not too much competition. So it was,
right
it was perfect time. Yep, perfect timing to invest into it and, just get myself in there. Man. And I started to really love the craft. It's like every eyebrow is different. Everybody's facial structure is different. Everyone's skin is different. So it's never like the same shape, the same pressure, the same everything. So it's like a brand new canvas. At that time, I lose myself within their eyebrows, and it's dope to see the client just be like, "Oh my God, I have eyebrows!" It's I didn't realize it's a big deal. I've had people cry about it. Carlos showing them off and moving them around.
He's probably projecting them right now.
Nobody thinks about their eyebrows until they don't have them, you know? And then it's like, oh no, I look crazy. You know, like if you accidentally like shave something or like pluck too much off or something like that, Or like you said, like somebody getting an accident. I had stitches once as a kid across my eye, and it took years before the scar like filled in for the hair to come back in. Yeah, if not, for a little minute, I looked like Ice T. Like, was it Ice T that had
crisscross?
Ice Baby.
Yeah, the little. Oh yeah, Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. Oh my God, there's so many ices.
Ice T would be very upset.
There's so many ices. I can't. Isis is that plural for ice? Isis is.
Yeah, go with it. Go with it.
So you're saying a lot of guys are now doing this as well?
There's a couple of guys that have gotten them done. Yeah, it's pretty. Well, eyebrows kind of depict your facial structure, and they also give expression. Okay. So a lot of people just, if you want to look a little more awake, a little more refreshed, you kind of might need your tails, and if your tails are gone, just put it back on there. This little tiny part.
Oh, these are called tails. Let's take a look at Carlos' tails. Cameraman, can you focus on?
His tails look great.
His tails look good. All right, fellas.
We can't focus on the camera. But yeah,
Carlos is the spokesman for men's eyebrows. Go for it.
If you're losing your eyebrows like Jay, you should really like do it.
Like me. You're the one who went in and got your eyebrows did.
You know what? I think she brought her tools with her.
What else do you do over there?
So our main specialty is the waist training.
Waist training.
Yes. And that was something else that happened, the same thing. It was a market niche that came in. Okay. It was already a personal thing. I went to school for fashion. So I went to Columbia College for fashion merchandising.
Great college for arts.
Yes. Oh, love it.
Yes.
Worth experience. And I was doing styling. And with styling, I would come across people loving outfits, loving certain things, and then we talk about insecurities. Like, yeah, I like it, but I just don't like how I look into this. So I'll start telling people like, hey, well, there's like these really good shapewears that you can wear, but if you really wanted to get more out of it, you could start working out with it, you could start eating right, and then just little by little, the company grew. It just happened. My life experience, my own weight loss journey is what kind of prepared me to build the structure of our company.
Is it okay to put the picture up right now?
Yeah.
Put your finger up. Bing! There he goes.
Yeah, so it's I've struggled with weight all my entire life. So knowing how to not only sell a product, but how to approach the situation, and then making sure that I have items that can gear to different categories. Waist training first came out, they weren't really catered to the bigger woman. There were smaller sizes, they were all very about the hourglass figure, looking good, very on the sexual point of it. I came in and I just did a little more different. Well, this kind of helped me pick up my mommy pouch, and that's what I'm known for is how I tell them how to put on the faja.
So let me know how that tastes.
Man, this looks amazing. We got all kinds of fruits and all kinds of stuff going on here. I'm gonna take a bite and I'll let you know how it is. Look at that, so good, it's falling apart. Bro.
Great.
This is delicious, yep.
Awesome, thank you. So if you guys are interested in that, look at this. They're right down the street. I'll put the name, description, everything on the bottom of this post. Gotta go. Peace. It's Flava.
Yeah, this looks right here like a big old chocolate chip.
Tell me how it tastes.
I'll tear it up, bro. Bro, stop it. Look at it.
Oh, wow.
Shut the door, bro.
So the flavor engineer, you say yes, thumbs up?
Thumbs up, bro.
All right.
Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Let's go. So we're back after this commercial. So you were telling us about the...
Well, what differentiates my waist training business? So
Do they call them fajas? Is that what they call them?
fajas, yes, shapewear, fajas, cinchers, waist trainers. They have so many different names. I tell everybody, if it's a compression garment that's going to modify your figure, they're all within the shapewear category. But what separated me was the way that I sold the shapewear and just the target audience that I wanted to target. When we first started, I want to say the biggest size was probably like an extra large. And at that time, we're looking at like 38, 39 inch waistline. So then you're cutting off a lot of people. A lot of bigger plus size women are like around the size 12, 14. We're looking there like a 42, 44 inch waistline, which wasn't being catered to. So I kind of work alongside with my manufacturers, just kind of voicing those opinions, just like, it sucks when I have somebody that got the courage to walk through these doors and then tell me, hey, I'm not happy with my weight, what can I do? And then I can't get them into a product and they're walking out feeling worse than what they did walking in. That's an issue. Now you're not catering to the proper market, and I have to question, what is the purpose of these items? So that's when I started asking for like longer torso size, bigger sizes. We go up to like 6XL. So we're at like 50, 55 inch waistlines. So we're making sure we're catering to everybody. Lengthwise too, we have girls with shorter torsos, average size, longer torsos. They're taller girls. Making sure we have items to cater to everybody so everyone can benefit. A lot of women wanted these products, and it just feels discouraging when you're shopping around, spending money, ordering online. They fall in the wear category, so it's a final sale type of thing. And if you're spending hundreds of dollars, because our price range is between like $79 to $200. You're spending $200 on a faja, and you can't return it, you can't put it on, and you feel worse about it. And now I'm just out of $200.
Wow.
So it's just kind of finding ways. How can I avoid all of this? What can I do? And that's where the fittings started coming into place. Having them come into the shop, take their measurements, ask them, what are you looking for in your shapewear? You're looking for something for the gym. Are you looking to lose inches? Are you looking to just wear it underneath a dress just for the night? That can help me now depict, okay, well, we're going to try on these styles because this is what you're looking for. Or I get brides that come in, or for quinces, I tell them, bring your dress in. That's the easiest way. Bring in your outfit, bring your dress. We're going to try on a different outfit, fajas, and you're going to walk out with the one that you like. We kind of make a moment out of it. And that's what kind of separated me from a lot of people, other companies back then, because when they first started selling it, there really wasn't many stores. Everything was online. And like I mentioned, final sales. So a lot of women were just trying to find, where can I go in? Where can I find somebody to teach me how to put on this waist trainer also? Because like I mentioned, the mommy pouch earlier, I had 2 C-sections. So I had the little lower area. And with the waist trainer, I just needed a garment that was going to help kind of pick it up while I lose the weight. Because weight loss is one thing, but skin and skin elasticity, that's a whole different other battle. And you kind of have to attack both together. But not a lot of people have that conversation. We're always so focused on the numbers on the scale. We're trying to lose weight, and I just want those numbers to go down, and then we don't think about other things that we might be trading one insecurity for another. And that's what I try to educate with it. Like, hey, good compression, holding up your skin. We might not be able to solve the issue, but we can definitely prevent it from worsening. And then I try to partner with other businesses, like my friend Yari with Curva Latina. She does wood therapy, and her whole thing is working with the elasticity of the skin and helping it get back onto the muscle. So then we can go ahead and firm together. Now, if it's already separated from the muscle, there's so much you can do.
Wow.
What is that? What your friend does?
Wood therapy. So it's like a massage. It's working that fascia tissue, that connective tissue between your muscle and your skin, just kind of getting it back together. It depends, it differs from person to person to see, how much have you yo-yoed, how much has your skin stretched and went back, and is it still attached to the muscles, going to depict your results. But it really does make a difference. We've sent her quite a few people, and we have really good before and afters.
Awesome. So, Suli, as a kid, who were you as a kid? Who were you?
I was the bigger girl in class. I love sports, and I couldn't figure out why am I the bigger kid in class, because I'm also one of the fastest kid in class. So weight loss has always been a part of my life. It's always been a struggle. That's why I talk a lot about nutrition, because back then, Hispanic culture, they just tell you stop eating or ponte a hacer ejercicio, and they don't realize it's actually 80% diet. So what am I eating? I can't starve myself, but I gotta modify my stuff. So just simple things as rice. I prefer quinoa over white rice because of the nutritional value. White rice is starch-based. It has nutritional value. It's just gonna keep me full. These are conversations we weren't having. And I don't know about you guys, but diabetes runs a lot in my family.
Yes,
It's a very
most
common
definitely.
thing.
I'm actually diabetic, yeah.
And that I had gestational diabetes after my first pregnancy. So I'm 21 years old, sophomore in college, and doctors talking about gestational diabetes. I'm like, wait, you mean what my dad has? I have what my dad has. My dad's like 40, 50 something years old. I'm 21. What do you mean? I got to start worrying about my food and stuff. And then I'm like, and then I got to teach this little person that just came out of me how to eat right and all of that. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So that just kind of that's what led to Doll Revolution. All of that just kind of grew. At first it was waist training, just teaching them how to utilize it. And then it went into I want them to come back for smaller sizes. I want them to have a success with this. And I know it's not just a waist trainer. I got to talk to them about eating right. I got to talk to them about working out. I got to tell them about this thing called CMOS, just little things that I learned along the way that have helped me. It might not be the exact solution for you, but at least it'll get you asking questions and curiosity, and then you'll figure out what your journey is.
Yeah.
So Soli,
Yes.
if you guys noticed, there's a Suli and a Soli on the table. So it's been a little confusing since they both walked in today. But Soli, what do you think about waist trainers? Because you work out a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Are you a trainer or were a trainer?
I
or-
was a personal trainer
Okay.
for a few years. I also had competed for a hot second in competitive bodybuilding.
Nice.
And I used to do MMA. I used to train in MMA for a little bit.
I can totally see that.
So I have some fitness background stuff. So I don't use them, but I also have come from the end of being a skinny kid. And the whole motivation for me when I started lifting was because I actually had trouble gaining weight, but I wanted the weight that I gained to be healthy. I didn't want to just eat trash to just try to gain weight, because I knew that wasn't going to be, and the end result wasn't going to be a plus, So, a lot of times when I tell people that, they're like, oh, you're so lucky. I'm like, well, it may sound that way, but when you're struggling to just maintain weight because my metabolism was so high, there were times that I was actually malnourished, not because I wasn't eating enough, but because my body was burning so much and I wasn't keeping up with that nutritional level, that it actually, I ended up in the hospital a couple times. So it isn't all it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I came from that perspective. So I've never personally had to use a waist trainer like that. So I don't want to speak on that because I don't have a personal experience on that. I will say that because of that, for me, the goal has always been, and especially when I've trained clients, is nutrition, and what Suli had mentioned, nutrition, and then trying to encourage. And what you were saying about how clients that come in and then you don't have what they're hoping for because it just isn't in the supply. Yeah, and then they leave more deflated than when they came in. And I can relate to that in terms of with clients when they're coming in asking for certain assistance, but to a certain level. Like, for example, I'm not a licensed nutritionist, so there's only so much I can legally guide them in terms of like food. So if they feel deflated, that makes I feel deflated because, you know, the whole goal, especially as a personal trainer and just from what Suli was saying, is to help and uplift women and individuals who are coming in who, like you said, being brave enough. Anybody that's coming into the gym and being brave enough to say, hey, I need help. I need help.
Yep.
You know, and so when somebody's going to a personal trainer, that's what they're saying. They're saying, I need help. I want to do this. I want to improve. I want to be better for myself. I want to be healthier, but I don't know how to do it. And so my goal has always been to just be there and to not only motivate them, but to also encourage and build their confidence, you know? And that's the way I've always focused when I've trained with people. And I have a social work psychology background as well. So I used to deal with kids in foster care and families with trauma. So, you know, psychologically, people are coming in, they have their own, it's a different kind of trauma, right? Because when you're dealing with your own self-image, there could be reasons, an emotional eater or physical reasons, you're taking a certain type of medication that's making you gain weight. There's a lot of reasons why people are overweight other than just poor eating habits. And I think a lot of people don't think about that either. And so sometimes you have to know all those things in order to help the person hit those targets. Because, for example, if they're taking a medication that causes them to gain weight, it's not, you can't just use the regular tactics to help them become healthier people. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just me, that's been my goal whenever I've worked with people.
It sounds like what Suli was saying. The waist, you got the waist trainer, right? That helps you out. And then you have your friend that does the thing again?
The body contouring.
The body contouring. And then you have someone like Soli. Soli.
Yes.
Nobody told you to put us on the same show.
I know.
At the same time. Nobody told you.
Yeah, so like Soli, all that together, man, that's a dynamic, not duo, but trio. If that's a word.
Trio.
Well,
Trio.
they need to know what's their journey, because that was what she mentioned is true. You could have a hormonal imbalance. You can have thyroidism.
Yes.
It can be depression and stress can make you retain weight. So,
girl, when I'm depressed, I just figured this out. When I'm depressed, I eat, and I never
it's emotional eating.
I eat, and I'm like, it's because we just argued, or I'm sad about this, or I'm thinking about my sister,
and you just want to be happy,
and I want a pizza puff.
Yeah, because you want to feel happy real fast.
Yeah,
right now.
Horrible.
Yeah. But it's just kind of like knowing those things. So if I'm an emotional eater. So if I'm an emotional eater, I'm going to try to steer away from certain things. If I feel a little down, you know, maybe just life's beating me up a little bit more, try to have a little more healthy stuff in the house. Because I already know if it's in my home, I'm eating it. But if it's not out of sight, out of mind, I might not want to get in the car and take the trip to the grocery store for chips. So I'll settle for the pita chips that I have in the hummus, opposed to the hot chips with the cheese that I really wanted, but it's not going to happen.
I haven't ate all day, girl. Ate all day. I've been fasting.
Both sound delicious, let me just say.
Speaking about delicious, then we have time for the commercial. We have some treats here from Miski's. They're down the street on Addison. This is their box right here. See that on the screen? Yeah, okay. You go. And this is their yummy stuff.
That does look delicious.
Which I'm going to give to these nutritionist people.
We talking about fitness and
the table. And the first one I'm going to give it to is La Flaca.
Everything in moderation. Oh my God. What is that? What is it? What it is?
That's the real star of the show.
These are tres leches. And that one's that's cannoli.
We both guessed. If I had a bathing cap right now, I would just put it on and I would just dive into the box. Just dive in.
Let me
I love tres leches.
Oh, I can't even do that. Okay, let me go this way. All right.
Do you want me to hold it? Or
there you go. That's what we're looking at. That's what the ladies are looking at.
Delicious.
Isn't that nice?
Oh my goodness.
So you pick the one you want.
I'm gonna take a tres leches,
Go ahead.
man.
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, this looks amazing.
We're gonna put the camera on her face, please. On her face. Put the
A little
camera.
ASMR.
I know, right?
And we want to get the first bite of this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Me likes.
All right, that's and
Very nice.
to the other lady in the room. I'm stuck
I
here.
have to get a tres leches too.
Very nice.
I'm just stuck here. It's all right. Yeah, we forget about those things.
I don't know what it is
And
about
the
tres
third person
leches.
here.
No,
It's
What?
like,
Jay saying no to sweets? Just try one. Come on.
He's watching his figure.
it's okay. You could take the faja off. No.
That's a good one.
Do an extra
Can,
push-up.
can we get the picture? Can you get the video on Suli? What do you think?
It's really good.
It's really good. Would you?
It's moist.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that,
Would
but I
you-
know
would
people
you-
don't like that word.
Would you recommend somebody to go eat this?
Yes.
At this place?
I'm gonna recommend myself to go eat it.
Well, they're only open on the weekends right now. They're only
Really?
open only weekends. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So right here, that's their name, Miski's. They're on Addison. Look them up. Miski's. Am I pronouncing that right? Soli?
Miski.
Yeah, Miski, right? It's Miski, right? Yeah, it's
Okay.
Miski. Miski's on Addison. Go check it out. They have yummy, yummy treats. They also have coffee. Next time,
On
next time
Addison
we'll have coffee.
Street, not
On
Addison, Illinois.
That's right, Addison Street. Thank you for saying that because I would have been. They would have been in Addison.
Yeah, they
looking
would have
for-
been
they've
real
Googling.
salty.
I
They
can't
would've been
find
sal-
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
Google
they'd
right
been salty.
on Addison near Alston. Okay, so what? So we talked about your childhood a little bit, right?
Yes.
You're kind of a big girl.
Yeah.
Did you get teased when
Yeah.
when you were young?
Unfortunately.
Was it by family?
Everywhere.
Is
That's
it-
kind of like what kind of I went through my ups and downs with weight loss. I did go through bulimia in high school, and
Okay.
I talk about it a little bit here and there. I try to promote a happy weight loss journey. Love yourself from beginning to end, because I didn't have that. And one of my business partners, B, she has her Midway location. She went through a happy weight loss. And we talk about the difference, how she had a great support system, how her friends encouraged her. As a bigger girl, she was still wear crop tops. And, and if anybody said anything, all the friends are like, hey, you're not gonna, pick on her. And they applaud her and supported her through her weight loss journey. And you can see the reflection of that. I didn't have the same experience. So I feel like I want to promote people to go through the happy one, to go through the love yourself from the beginning to end. Because sometimes, even when you make it to the finish line, you're not going to find that happiness if you haven't came with it. That weight loss journey is not going to give you that happiness.
That's good. That's good.
It's true. It's very true. You could lose the weight, but if you're emotionally and psychologically haven't resolved whatever issues that you had regarding your time while you had the weight, that's usually part of the reason why people end up gaining the weight back, because they haven't resolved the emotional part of it. And I think I've been aware of that whenever I was a personal trainer, because of my social work background and dealing with other families with, like I said, with trauma. And so just helping them be aware of like the emotional journey as well as the physical journey, so that when they do get to their weight loss goal, that emotionally they've also reached a certain level of growth as well. It's important.
Yes, because mine was more, it was a bad breakup, my daughter's first father, and it was more of a revenge body. And then I had to learn, like, why am I doing this? What is the purpose of this?
Right.
It's not gonna get the closure that I'm seeking. So I had to come to terms that I'm doing this for my health.
Right, for yourself.
And then I'll
Yes.
work on the closure in another way. Just,
Right.
I might not get it. Maybe it's just acceptance or learning what went wrong and just know not to go through it again.
Right.
But yeah, it's been a journey. And these are little things that we talk about sometimes on our Snapchats, sometimes personally with our clients because it's a personal one-on-one fitting. So I hear stories, new moms, bad breakups, divorce, just, different reasons why they came here, want to start my weight loss journey. Some are excited. Some maybe the doctor just told them, hey, if you don't start making changes, you're not going to be here in the next 5 years. And B has a similar story too. She's like, she was pre-diabetic and being so young, 2 young children, and being told you're pre-diabetic. And if you don't change your ways, you're going to die from a heart attack. It's kind of like a reality check.
Right.
We see our parents struggling with these issues. I didn't think I was going to struggle with it 10 years earlier.
Right.
But it's a cultural thing. Like with diabetes, everybody says, oh, it's genetics. No, we're all sitting at the same dinner table.
Yes.
And we're all eating the same foods.
Right.
So it's going to hit me a little faster than it took to hit my dad. And it's probably going to hit my children even faster if I don't break the cycle.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what got me to I used to be vegan for 6 years. Started to implement meat a little bit in the last year. I'm going to go right back to full-blown vegan just because certain little things reversed. I noticed certain little pains, little things that went away with the vegan diet, they're coming back. So by choice, I prefer to be vegan. And the main thing was I watched What the Health. I watched What the Health, and it talked a lot about diabetes and meat. And just seeing what my father was going through. I lost my grandma, my grandfather from diabetes. I already know the traits within me. If I don't watch myself, I'm going to end up in the same situation. And then I need to be a better example for my kids. So I made the conscious decision to become vegan and then just talk to my dad a little bit more about it. Like, hey, Dad, I'm choosing to be vegan. I know your doctor kind of pushes low carbs, higher veggies diets, and you don't seem to be very happy about it. So I just want to show you that you can find happiness with it. I know you're being forced to, but I'm not. And I'm enjoying it. So maybe you can learn a little bit from me. Because it's, with us, I noticed that a lot of Hispanic men, salad's not something that's very favorable. They're like, oh, that's what my dinner eats. I'm not supposed to eat salad. The steak on my plate's supposed to eat the salad. So my dad's not something like it's not a full meal. And it's just kind of teaching him with you know what, that steak's not as great as that salad. That salad has all the nutrients, the fiber, everything that you need for your body to move and to be fine. And it's going to help you with your diabetes.
Is he receptive to those changes, or has it been very difficult?
It's been a little journey. He has no choice. My mom's going to put it in front of him, and she's going to walk out the kitchen. And we just tell him we do it because we love you. And sometimes he'll listen, but there are times where I can see he's a little frustrated and a little defeated. Like, it's never going to go away.
Yeah.
And
I
that's the
asked
reality.
that because my mother's diabetic, but my mother's the one that cooks. So it's harder, I think, because she doesn't have somebody else that's checking on the food. Like, I might say something, but she's still, she has it's difficult for her to accept the change.
Yeah.
The adjustments, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like, I try to put myself in his situation, and I feel in his mind, he thinks, okay, I'm going to do this diet, and then I'm going to go to the doctor. He's going to say my sugar level's fine, and I don't have to do this ever again. And it's the reality that that's never going to happen.
Right.
There are people that reverse it, but you really got to put in that work.
Exactly.
And it has to be physical along to my dad's a truck driver on top of that. Lack of mobility and physical activity. So it's kind of like, come on. I just had a conversation with him about making Sundays a family workout day to encourage him and my brother. So I'm like, hey, me and Kevin, we've been working out every single day. You guys should come with us. We'll teach you a couple little things here. You don't have to do the routines we do, but just to kind of, they're both truck drivers, just to get you guys moving.
Right.
Get that mobility going. You're sitting in a truck for 10
Yes.
hours a day, and then you go home, sit for dinner, sit in front of the TV, and lay down to bed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty bad. You spoke on death when it comes to having diabetes.
Yeah.
My sister, they just passed away in October. Yeah. Morbidly obese. Tried to lose weight. Always depressed. We always found something in the house, in her room, to eat. So I didn't get it until I figured out this is why I'm eating, because I'm depressed or I'm sad right now. Mm-hmm. She was sad for a lot in her life, a long time. So she was a big woman, great heart, beautiful in and out. I love my sister, but definitely it was the diabetes. Along with all that comes high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
it's
then,
a cascading effect.
Yes.
Then other things happen in your body.
Yeah, right.
And it made me fight a little bit more with my diabetes. As you both know, I was a little heavier than I am now. And I said, I'm not going to go into this year, which was last year, 23, and not lose weight, not think about my health, and not think about my children, because I got to be around.
Yep.
I got to be around. So I started working out, and I started fasting, and I started eating better, and I started working out, which I still to this day don't like working out, but it feels good when you're done. The whole going there.
When people ask me
I'm
what
so
my favorite
pissed
part
off.
about working out, I always tell them it's when I'm leaving the gym.
Yeah.
My favorite part
Yeah.
of working out is when I'm leaving.
Totally, 100. Totally. So doing all that, I wanted to get life insurance. I'm like, I don't have life insurance. I got the life insurance through work, but that's not going to be good enough. That's going to cover my expenses, for the burial or whatever, which I don't want to be buried. I want to, cremate me. I said it on tape, so make sure I get cremated.
I want to be
Making
cremated
a will.
too.
Yeah.
I
It's
said
on
that
the
on
record.
tape.
Yeah. So that made me want to get better life insurance. So going to get life insurance and talking to the agent, they said, well, your insurance is going to be kind of high because you're overweight. You're overweight, you got diabetes, you got high blood pressure. You're going to be paying $200-300 a month. And I'm like, what? My wife just got life insurance and she pays $34.
So that's another reality. When we do events, we'll have life insurance agents come
Oh,
in
wow,
because a
that's
lot of
awesome.
people don't think about things like that. Like even for your premium payments, you have to be healthy to get
Yes.
something cheaper. If you're unhealthy, it bites you in the butt later on.
Yeah.
Another thing too, when I eat a lot of organic, I try to research my foods. I never thought I was gonna be that person.
Yes, I'm the same way. I agree.
And I am so that person because when you know too much, you just can't
Yes.
do what you used to do.
It's not the same. You don't enjoy that
No.
food that as much. You look at it and you're like, but I know what's in there.
Yes. You're like, it's tasty, but I'm gonna suffer the next 3 days.
It's moderation with everything, especially
Right.
moderation, and we love this place. Moderation.
Yes.
It's still delicious.
It's
Though.
still delicious in moderation. Yeah, so from an A113, which is pretty high when you're diabetic, it's pretty high. It's stroke. So it didn't happen to my sister. That happened. Down to A1 5.
Nice.
That's amazing.
5.
That's amazing.
Thank you. The doctor even said it. We can't even find it in your body right now.
That's
Good.
beautiful.
He's keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on working out. Keep on the fasting. Keep on eating the right foods you're eating.
Yes.
Everything in moderation. Carlos, he told me I'm his best patient. I was
That's
like,
fantastic.
I even blushed. I was like, oh,
That's beautiful.
But I'm living, and that is a sign that we're about to shut off. So I want to thank everybody for watching the Flava Podcast.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 with Suli
Yes.
and Soli Santos, the comedian. Thank you, ladies, for coming down.
Thank you.
We gotta go. It's your boy Los, and
JJ, we out, baby.
we out.
You guys did good. You guys did great.
So, Suli, where can we reach you? Where can people go out and reach you? Is there a tagline? Is there a YouTube? Where's the store at?
If you're looking for a check, it's Faja Check. We have hashtag Faja Check, but you can find us on social media under Doll Revolution. We are on our website is www.iamdollrevolution.com, where you can visit us. We have 2 locations. We have Body by B on Midway, 63rd and Central, and then you got Doll Revolution headquarters in Albany Park at 3635 West Montrose.
Awesome. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, Soli, where can people find you? Where can they find your tags, your Instagram, your Facebooks, your YouTubes, whatever?
They can find me at Soli Instagram, Soli Comedy, as in SOLI, or Soli Comedy. It's pretty much all of them for Soli Comedy for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of it. It's very simple.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here again.
All right. Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.